Okay. Vita. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from. Hey, what it is. Y'all already know it is the big boss hog, boss dog, K-Po through the door. Here to talk to this boxing before I get about soliloquy. Remember, tough times don't last, good people do. Don't off yourself. Call them in the foul line, maybe you matter. Peak game, made the foes on what? Swing. All right. So, Tszyu, he fought Joey Spencer yesterday, and it was a massacre. I mean, I didn't expect anything else. I did not expect anything else. I knew Tszyu was going to do it to Joey Spencer. Joey Spencer was throwing a lot of single shots, was giving Tszyu opportunities to basically back him up, giving Tszyu opportunities to get his offense off. I mean, Tszyu just basically dictated the pace of the fight, the whole fight. And I feel like Joey Spencer should have been more active with his jab. I feel like Joey Spencer should have just been more active, period. It was just a landslide beatdown. You know what I mean? Joey Spencer kept putting his back on the ropes. When he would try to engage with Tszyu, it was just like it was nothing there. He was just there. You know what I mean? I don't even know if this is Joey Spencer's weight class. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I know he been fighting at 154 for a while, but I don't even know if this is really his weight class. He might want to consider going down to 147. Because it's not looking like as he's ascended to the fighting the top guys, he ain't been able to hurt anybody. He ain't been able to do anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just been a beatdown. I mean, like when he fought Jesus Ramos, it was kind of the same plot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where Joey Spencer goes from here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Joey Spencer keeps boxing. Maybe he goes to like a team combat league or, one of them lower leagues and, be able to reinvent himself. But each step of fight this man has had, he's kind of looked the same. You know what I mean? Tszyu had great shot selection. He looked very calm, very patient. And like I told you, he was a dictator in the ring. He controlled the fight. You know what I mean? Very, very strong performance by Tszyu. Now, there's another fight that Tszyu's linked to, and that's the Keith Thurman fight. Apparently, Keith Thurman said he'll fight Tszyu in Australia. So, can Tszyu beat Keith Thurman? At first, I'm not going to lie, I was like, yeah. I believe that Tszyu can beat Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? Now I look at it more as a 50-50 fight. You know what I mean? I've got to see Keith Thurman back in action. And, yeah, he didn't fight a well-known guy, but he looked like a Keith Thurman of old. So I think Keith Thurman can pose some issues for Tszyu. And Keith Thurman also showed that his power translates up. So I think Tszyu might have some problems with Keith Thurman, but it's not far-fetched to say Tszyu can win that fight. It's not far-fetched to say Keith Thurman can win that fight. It's a good clash on styles. You got Keith Thurman who can box and brawl. You got Tszyu who's a pressure fighter, who got power, who likes to break you down and punish you. So it's a very good fight. If not Keith Thurman, I would like to see Tszyu maybe get in there with a Jesus Ramos, or somebody like that, just to kind of get his name back up. Hell, even Jermell Charlo, he was linked to Jermell Charlo a while back when Charlo was the undisputed champion. So, that could be a good comeback fight for Charlo against Tszyu. You know what I'm saying? Why not have Jermell Charlo, against Tszyu? It's a very good fight, very interesting fight, and I think that it'll be able to do a lot of numbers here in America. But the Keith Thurman fight, I think is a good scrap. I look at that as a 50-50 fight. Tszyu versus Jesus Ramos, 50-50 fight. You know what I'm saying? Tszyu versus Jermell Charlo, I look at that as like 60-40, but Jermell Charlo's been out the ring. So it's a lot of upside for Tszyu. Hopefully he's able to get some opportunities. Just want to see him get back active, get back in the ring, and really start trying to, shake off the cobwebs. I mean, he's coming off knockout loss, but y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss gone.